Hi everybody and welcome to the Roaming Recess. It's been 3 weeks since I've done this and there is a good reason for that. And that is, I've been working on a whole new format and a lot of new content for the channel. I've always said that I hate the word content, but I'm kind of struggling to think of what I should say. Videos, I guess. Basically, this Saturday will be the release of my Spyro the Dragon review. It's kind of like a retrospective. Basically, this whole premise of this series that I'm doing is to review all the games that meant something to me as a child from 1998 to 2016. Some of them might be pretty bad because as a child I didn't really know what a bad game was. Some of them are really good in the case of a few games that I have ideas for playing. Spyro's this Saturday, of course, and after that I have a few ideas I'm not going to really reveal until there is a hint in the Spyro video that you will see at the end of it. Hopefully if you see it at the end of it. But I'm really excited, guys. So one of the main things that happened in the past couple of weeks is Summer Games Done Quick, and I just want to acknowledge what happened at Summer Games Done Quick. A lot of games were played really fast. I heard Super Mario was played in 3 seconds. But one of the biggest things that happened is that they actually raised 1.3 million for charity. And it's not much of a news story, but I'm just gonna, give an applause for them because that's actually pretty freaking cool that they did that. It's kind of proof that video games aren't just for mindless people, as a lot of people might think in the media, or it's not just for anti-feminists or misogynists. Video games are for people who care about causes, who like to speedrun games, who like the achievement of playing games, and who just love video games. And the fact that people can come together under one roof and actually do this for people kind of proves the fact that not all gamers are misogynists, and even though it was never true, it was never even close to being true, but it's kind of nice having this one thing, multiple things, but this one definite thing. Hey, we raised 1.3 million for charity. I didn't do it, they did, but the whole gaming community is right behind all the guys and guys and gals who did the speedruns, and I again, well done, it was great. So let's talk about Pokemon Go as well, guys. Pokemon Go just fucking came on the scene, and I've actually seen a few people play it. I saw Ian Hink and Kyle Bosman and Brandon Jones playing it. It looks awesome. Going around catching Pokemon with your fucking phone, like that's something that I'd actually like. It's something that you never thought would happen, but the idea of like catching, like I used to have those little Pokemon toys with little Pokemon balls. So like if I was playing on my street, I would I only had like 6 of them, but I had like 6 of my favorite. I had like Abracadabra, I had Alakazam, I had Tentacruel, I had Mr. Mime, and I had Pikachu, and a few other ones as well. I know Pikachu's kind of like a main one, but who gives a crap, right? You kind of had to have Pikachu. And I used to like throw the balls at the toys outside. Put them in different places and throw the balls at them, so I could be like, I'm a Pokemon trainer. But now you can be, in your own life, an actual Pokemon trainer. It may be virtual, but you are training Pokemon, you yourself. You can see them in the world. I think it's absolutely fantastic. It hasn't fully released in America and Europe yet, but they are going to be bringing out the patch that means that people in America and Europe can buy it. I honestly can't wait to play it myself. I'm not going to do the patch to get it on my phone yet, but I will when it comes out. So I just wanted to acknowledge it right there that Pokemon Go is something that really shows off what the future is of video games. The fact that people are walking around and seeing other trainers going, hey, you got Pokemon Go? And he's like, I got Pokemon Go. It's absolutely amazing that stuff like this is happening. It kind of reminds me of Miitomo. Because I've heard a few stories of people being on buses and turning to someone and going, hey, you on Miitomo? And like they're like, how'd you know? It's like, I saw your thing on the map here. A little bit creepy, but it kind of promotes an interaction between video gamers, and it also makes for a very, very cool virtual experience. I'm amazed that this has even happened. I was gobsmacked when I saw it. I didn't believe it when people were talking about like Pokemon Go. I thought it was gonna be shit. But apparently, like, in Los Angeles, a lot of the gyms are in either McDonald's or churches. Sorry, McDonald's or churches, which is kind of funny, because someone's gonna go into a church and just be like, I gonna battle you, and the priest is just there like, what the fuck is going on, man? I'm really excited to actually play it myself. Are you guys excited to play Pokemon Go? I just can't wait, guys. I can't wait to actually get my hands on it. So there was really sad news that Batman Arkham collection will be delayed, probably until September, as Polygon is reporting today. I was excited for this, but I feel like they need to do whatever they got to do. They showed off some visual comparisons. I forget who it was who showed it off, but it was kind of scary to see that the PS3 version looked a lot better than the PS4 version. That was scary. So I think this is why they're going off. They're going to go off. They're not just going to port it. They're going to go off and actually remaster it and do a good job of it, which you kind of have to admire, that they're not just going to release a broken game again. They've learned from their mistakes, and it's not even the same company who's doing it. I know that. I know it's probably not the same company who's doing it. I don't know, but you know, learning from past mistakes is a good thing. And the fact that they told us it's going to be delayed indefinitely is also a good thing, because it's not just letting us hang on to like a thread. You know, like I think No Man's Sky has done this, where they said, oh, we're going to release this week or this next month or this year. It's going to be out next year. Oh, and it's going to be out this. It's coming out in June. It's coming out in June. Oh, wait, no, it's coming out in August. No offense to the guys who like No Man's Sky or Sean Murray. In fact, I think he's a great person. It's just that after a while, it just becomes like, really? Are you going to release it today? Are you going to release it today? Are you sure? You're gonna release it next month? How about the month after that? You know, it's just a question of, it's not I know it's not a question of is it? It's a question of when, because these things will happen. Delays happen. Stuff like that always happens with video games. We gotta just accept it. We gotta move on with it, and hope that the delays will actually make the game better, not just mean it's in development hell, which has been so true for a lot of games in the past couple of years. So as for talking about the channel, I feel like a lot of things have changed in the past week, and a lot of things will continue to change in the next few months. And I just want you to know that Let's Plays aren't going away. There will be some changes, like I'm trying to keep them to 15 minutes so they're not as long. There will be 5 Let's Plays a week. And also I'm trying to produce other content as well, just like I said, the review that's coming out this Saturday. And of course Calvin Talks, which I think I'm going to start doing in our Ratchet & Clank, because I've never played Ratchet & Clank, and I thought me talking about Ratchet & Clank might be interesting, you know, especially from a blind perspective of never playing a Ratchet & Clank game. And of course there's still this that's going on as well. I want to say that, yeah, things haven't been as buzzy around the channel as they were when Courts Party was around, or even when Dead Island was around. Resident Evil will be finished, Majora's Mask will be finished, Twilight Princess will be finished at some point. It's really difficult. It's not really difficult, it's not hard. It's just, in terms of timing, it's difficult, not in terms of editing and recording, because that stuff is kind of become second nature to me. But the rest of it is just the timing is kind of difficult. But I will get those stuff done, hopefully in time for Resident Evil 4 that comes out in August. I'm not sure, but there might be a bunch of 2-hour episodes that release very soon. So yeah, guys, I want to thank you for your support in the last couple of months and the last few videos, especially on the Majora's Mask thing. People supporting me like crazy. Yeah. Thank you very much. What I've been doing this week is working on those videos, but also I've been playing Persona 4 Golden. Still, Persona 4 just makes me feel these emotions that I shouldn't feel in video games. Like there's points where, like, people are giving out to my friends in the video game, and I'm like, you don't fucking say that to my fucking friends, you fucking bitch, you fuck, I fucking kill you. You know, and those things I don't usually feel in video games. I'm just like, oh yeah, whatever, he's insulting this person or whatever. But in Persona 4, for some reason, they just make me angry at anyone who insults my friends in those games. Because, like, it's not just like a thing in other games where, like, say in The Sims, you become friends by going, but in this, you become friends with someone by sharing your food with them, by talking to them about problems they have, by fucking, like, going to basketball practice with them, by going to lunch with them afterwards, by hanging out somewhere, by saving their lives in a dungeon crawling situation. It's just these beautiful things about that game that just make me so freaking happy. I haven't been watching much this week, but I have been, trying to rewatch a few shows here or there. But yeah, that's pretty much what I've been doing this week. So guys, I guess the question of today is, are you going to get Pokemon Go? And are you upset that Batman Arkham got delayed again? Or got delayed for the first time, I should say. And do you like my haircut?